You guessed it, Anthony Davis. He started off shooting 14 for 15 from the field. That's 93%. He ended up 15 for 20, which is still an excellent, scorching hot 75% from the field. That's the entire game. And remember, yes, this is the NBA Finals. Let's hear from Anthony Davis now.
Anthony, you and LeBron, you and LeBron are the first Laker teammates to score 30-plus in a finals game since Kobe and Shaq did it in 2002. I asked LeBron the same question. Are there elements that you see of both Kobe's game and Shaq's game in your game, and both Kobe's game and Shaq's game and LeBron's game? And if there are, could you describe them?
Those two guys are obviously special. That duo is special together. The best duo we've seen. Multiple championships, but they both are so dominant. I know they had a little sit down. They was talking about they were arguing because they both want to be so dominant. They both want to be great. They both want to win, and that's why they kind of gelled together outside of everything else that you might have heard that they were going through. But those two guys were selfless. They both had a competitive spirit with themselves to build their teams to win. And I think me and Bron is the same way. We're two guys who want to win, no matter the circumstance. We both want to. We both want to to make sure that we do whatever it takes to help our team win. And when you got two guys that's selfless, and it's not gonna always be pretty. Sometimes we're gonna argue. Sometimes we're gonna have disagreements, but we know it's coming from the right place. But when you got two guys who want to win as bad as we do and want to be dominant every single game, you have games like tonight. Where two guys able to score the basketball, able to rebound, and able to find guys. So it's rare you see it. We know we have something special with us two and with this team. We just try to capitalize on it.
Match up the pair, you guys and them. Who's Shaq and who's Kobe out of you and LeBron?
He's Kobe because he handles the ball, and I'm Shaq because I play in the post.
Frank was saying no matter who Miami has in their offense, they're just really tough to guard, and obviously put up 39 on you guys in the third quarter. What about their offense kind of forces you guys into uncomfortable positions, and where do you feel you guys can make growth in 2 days?
They just play so free. Everybody's moving, everybody's cutting. Everybody on the floor is live, which means everybody, just kind of do random things. So it's tough on the defense. You really have to talk, you really have to communicate, you really have to know what schemes you in. And they put a lot of pressure, on the defense. For us, we got to do a better job on, communicating on the defensive end and being in coverage. Talking in the coverage and making sure guys know what we're in. We can't, assume somebody's going to be somewhere. We have to talk and relay the messages and the defensive schemes and the calls to one another, so we know that. So we let the other guy know, what we're in, so we don't have too many hiccups and too many mistakes. In that third quarter, we had a ton of open layups, ton of open threes, and they made us pay.
All right, Kyle. I'm sorry, Dan.
Anthony, all season long, the message has been stay in the moment, don't look too far ahead. But here you guys are, 2 games from the goal that you guys set for yourselves at 12, 13 months ago when the season began. How important is that stay in the moment message for you guys, specifically right now in this moment?
It's huge. I mean, this team have shown, in both games that they're able to, fight back. Even when they're down 20, 30, whatever it is, they're able to fight back and make plays. And so we can't get too high, especially with this team, and they didn't even have their, 2 of their, top scorers. two of their best players. So they always have that next man up mentality, and they come and they play every night. They play hard, play physical, they play aggressive. And so we came in tonight and said this is a must-win for us. And we're going to come in the next game and say it's a must-win, and the next game is a must-win, and so forth, so on and so forth. So we know what this team is capable of. I think they had 4 guys or 5 guys with 15 plus. Guys coming off the bench, scoring, playing well. So we have to lock in on those guys and show them respect as well, which we do. But this team can play, and we have to be wary of that and just make sure that we come in and get better in our defensive schemes, which is going to help us win.
Sam Amick?
You guys have obviously figured out how to compete at a high level in this weird environment, but I wonder, on a night like tonight, your agent, Rich Paul, was here, Jeannie was here, you got family members of different players. Are you drawing any energy at all from the folks off the floor, or is it something different where it's the hardwood and that's it?
We don't even, it's kind of dark over there, so you don't really see them. I'm not sure if they're allowed to make any noise or anything like that, but we really bring energy from ourselves. Our bench does a great job of bringing us that energy, cheering for us. I mean, you see all the, animations our team, does on the sideline. JR, Dion, Dwight, JaVale, all those guys are coasters. All those guys are the first ones up when we make a big play. So that's where we kind of get our energy from within each other.
On site if that works.
Okay, then we will start off with David Medeman.
LeBron, you guys went on, I think, a 75-30 run after falling down 13 early. What allows you guys to have success like that over a sustained period of time, a run like that?
Paying attention to detail. I'm physical enough, and you have to get a feel for how hard Miami plays. And I think they smacked us in the mouth, and we got a sense of that, and so we knew how hard we had to play if we wanted to try to make it a game. And from that moment when it was 23-10, we started to play to our capabilities. We started flying around. We started getting defensive stops in. We started sharing the ball a lot better offensively, and just got into a really good groove.
All right, Kyle Goon.
For AD, thank you. For AD, obviously his first finals game, what'd you see about his preparation? Was there any advice you gave him, and to see him perform like that, what do you feel about that?
I don't feel anything I expected out of him. Didn't need to give him no advice. We've been preparing for this moment all season. He's been preparing for this moment all season. And I'm happy to be on the same floor with him in the same uniform. And he was, once again, a force every facet of the game, both offensively and defensively.
All right, Dan.
LeBron, you've felt the buzz of the NBA Finals 9 times in your career. What was it like today with nobody there, the sound? I mean, I know you're used to bubble basketball at this point, but on this stage, what did it feel like to play a finals game?
It felt great. I've been preparing for this moment for quite a while. And fans, no fans, the inner challenge for myself and the way I prepared myself, it felt amazing to be playing in the finals once again.
Okay, Rachel Nichols.
LeBron, you've seen plenty of times over the years where if one team has a bunch of injuries, the other team kind of floats a little bit and doesn't come at them as hard. How do you make sure that you guys don't do that in game 2?
We got so much more work to do. The job is not done, and we're not satisfied with winning one game. It's that simple.
All righty, Chris. Thanks.
Bron, there was a few times where you guys got up big, and then there was a lot of celebrating going on, and I seen you sometimes you had to rein them in a little bit. What do you from your experience, what have you seen in the past that got you to the point where you felt like sometimes you just say like, okay, let's keep it on task?
The best teacher in life is experience, and I've experienced moments in my career, finals games, where you had all the momentum in the world, and you felt like you had the game under control, and one play here or one play there could change the course of a series or change the course of a game. And one in particular that always rings home